People, I did not grow up in the time of slavery, and I do not even have a direct ancestors that were slaves in America. I came to America and got naturalized and became an American citizen many, many decades after slavery was abolished. But when I watch movies that depict things that Black people were put through, I have even taken classes when I was doing my associate degree where they describe the amount of evilness that can reside in the heart of somebody. Not because the other human being has done something wrong to them, but just because of the color of the skin that is different from theirs, that a fellow human being that have eyes and ears and mouth and nose and everything like the other person will put this human being through just because they are machiavellically evil. It just, I can't understand it. Let me tell you my experience. When I see a white person, I'm Black, like you can see. When I see a white person, and then we can look at the same object and say it's blue or it's brown or whatever, I am amazed by the fact that the white person's eyes are blue and mine are brown, but we both look at the same object and we identify as the same color. I am amazed by the power of God to create us different, yet we can see the same thing. I remember when I was doing my bachelor degree, I was working towards my bachelor degree. I was in a class with a white lady that have green eyes. And often we walk together. When we leave class, we walk together. She ride a bicycle. I don't live far from the campus, so I walk home. You know, I have a car, but I didn't live far from the campus, so I don't drive. I walk home. So this white lady and I will walk until she get her bike and she get whatever, and we like to talk to each other. We were not dating or anything like that. She was much younger than me. We're not dating or anything like that, but we're just good friends. And anytime I look at her, I admire the beauty of God in her life. Because we can be in a class and she can say, oh, it's hot in here. With her white skin, feeling the weather, to say it's hot in here. And me with my black skin, feeling the same weather and saying it's hot also. That amazes me to know that her white skin didn't feel cold when mine feel hot or something like that. It amazes me how you can even give, a black person can give blood to a white person, or a white person can give an organ to a black person. It amazes me how a black person and a white person, they can be all positive, they can be all minus, A, B, or whatever. Although our skin are different, they don't have a XYZ blood for black people and A, B, C, D for white people. And also when I saw a man and a woman, a white person and a black person, they get married together, their sperms and their eggs and their reproduction system didn't reject the other person because they are of a different race, but they can have a child. Their reproductive stuff can happen where they give birth to a child, and the child does not come generally looking like the white or the black, but the child takes the middle of both of them. But we have problem mixing together. We have problem seeing that we are very similar. We only look at the difference that inspire us to mistreat the other race. I don't know how to understand it. Okay, you might hear this. You say, Angelo, you are talking about white people, what they did to slavery. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. But let me tell you that almost all of us, we can be guilty of similar things today. When you have power, what do you do with the power? When you are the boss over somebody and the person make a mistake, how do you treat that fellow human being? Remember, I started by saying fellow human beings. It's just the skin that is different. Even when you are of the same race or you have the same color of skin in a workplace, the one who have power, when you have power, what do you try to do with the person who doesn't have much power? Do you try to use that power to oppress them, to give them hard time? Or whenever they mess up, do you use your power to oppress them as much as you can? It's the same evil that is in you that were in those white people that mistreated black people through slavery for hundreds of years. My goodness. A man and a woman. When the woman have more power over the man, what does it do? In America, where women are more favored, do you know there are many cases where women came out and were victorious in court cases, or they accused falsely men, not because the women were right, but because the women are favored by the society. How does women treat men in America? When the women know that the court will favor them, society favor them, whatever they say, they will believe it over what the man says. And they use that system to oppress their husband or their boyfriend or whoever is in their life. People have lied on people just because they know the system will favor them in one way or another. Or, of course, talking about white and black. When you go to court or the police is called, you are a police officer, you are a law enforcement person. When you go to a case where you know the color of the skin of the people that you go to see, and they tell the story, how do you judge that story? Do you judge that story differently that you would for somebody of the same color of skin like you? Or will you judge that because you notice that they are poor, they don't have money, and they might not have the knowledge of the law to go against you and sue you, and you mistreat them? How many people have you put to jail? Either you are a judge or you are a police officer. How many people have you put to jail? You destroy destiny because of the evilness on the inside of you. I don't understand it. I'm telling you again, me, when I see a white person, they find that their skin is different than mine, but we all can run. They have bones like me. Scientifically, they say we look alike inside. They say when you cut the skin of white or black, they both will bleed red. We have the same blood type, the same genotype, or all those things. We have the same cancer, the same sicknesses and everything. We all can be out of breath. Our organ function the same way and all that. It just depends on how you train your body. Or what you eat will make the difference between your body and the other person's body. But how do we get there? And we want to think that is optional. To just because some people say that, oh, you know what, we are in 2020, we are in 2024 right now. They say we are after 2000. You can't do racism anymore. Oh, you are saying that as if it was justified in 1800. You are saying that as if it was justified in 1600. No, the spirit of human being can be evil. Evil in 1644 or 1778 or evil in 2024 or 2044 is the same evil. The fact that you just master so much evil on the inside of you and look at your fellow human being that has not done anything to you. And you plan because you can have some power. You are favored by one system or another, or you have a way to have power over them and you use that power. My question is, how do you treat your fellow human being when nobody can do anything against you? How do you treat each other? Again, it's the racism that black people went through that make me bring the idea, but I'm enlarging it to how all of us, we can be evil. My goodness. Your fellow human being, he have an eye like you. He can see, he can walk, he can talk. He has a family, or she has a family like you. Do you just mistreat them out of no reason? Again, I'm saying if the person does something they deserve a punishment. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the evil that you can just gather in you and increase it, when the person didn't do anything to you. Or the person did this, and you were already wicked towards the person where they did this, and the punishment you want to bring is this big. All because you already have a hatred towards them for one reason or another. My Lord have mercy. When I see movies or I see extract of movie, and again, like I told you, I took classes where I read a book by Michael Douglas. Not Michael Douglas, the movie actors. I'm talking about Michael Douglas for the old time, the one who wrote about slavery and all that. It just amazed me how people can be so evil. So you wake up every day, and you know it still exists today. Let me give you an example. I went to get, my back was hurting. I went to a clinic, a pain clinic place where they treat the back, they treat the pain area. Okay, the people I live in a town where I don't trust the people there. They are mostly white. I don't trust them. I'm sorry to say that. I have enough intelligence and enough education to know how to analyze objectively to come to that conclusion. So I go to that clinic. The doctor was very nice and everything. When I met with him, he consulted me and everything. But when I went for the procedure, they planned to inject my back, because my back had pain, a different portion at a time. So they will do this today, 2 weeks later, they do another side. When they injected me, wherever they injected me, the area they injected is hurting more than the area that wasn't injected. You say, oh, come on, when they inject you, it'll be painful for a couple of days. No, I'm talking about up to today. The thing happened in November. From November to today, I don't know why they injected in my back, but the area they injected still hurting more than the area that wasn't injected. I've had this bad procedure before where they injected it, it feels good, it feels better for a while, for some months, and then it become the way it was. But I'm telling you, they inject me something strange. I thought about suing them and all that. But again, like I'm saying, the area is mostly white people, and the racist people, I don't trust them on that. I feel like they are more racist. And I'm telling you objectively now. So what am I going to do? Go to court and say this? No, how can I prove that the side they injected, it hurt more than the other side? Remember, my whole back is hurting already. You see that? So somehow, these people, and I'm saying it objectively, these people have injected something in my back where my back is hurting more than the other side. Of course, I told them. I wrote them and I told them. And again, I thought I was suing them and all that. But what lawyer am I going to find in this area that will be objective to fight properly for me, number one? What judge will I take? And how will I prove my case? What kind of exam to prove that my back was this way before they injected it, and this is what it is now? It's hard to define. People, so you just wake up as a man, as a woman. Okay. Also, when I went there, the nurse is not even a white person. The nurse is a Hispanic lady. Okay. I've done high-level studies. Let me just tell you that. I don't like to brag and say this and all that. That make me analyze people easily. Let me just say that. So the way she was acting, I was looking at her. I have a good insurance. I have a good job by the grace of God. And my insurance that I presented is quality insurance. So I don't know what it was. She determined the area that they're going to be injected. They say, and when she put it on paper, let's say they say they want to inject the right side, she put on the paper that they're going to inject on the left side. Did you hear what I say? Meaning, she want to bring confusion on the paper before they do the procedure in such a way that at the end, instead of injecting this side, they inject the other side. You say that's not a big deal. But if the doctors have determined that we're going to inject this side, and that was the guidance, and she put they should inject the other side. And when the doctor came and she was making the report to him, and she said, no, it's the right side. Let's say the right side is what we're gonna say. And she said it's the left side. I said, no, that's not the right side, it's the left side. And then she said, oh, okay. And then she fixed it. I saw some hatred in her. Again, I'm not just saying this subjectively because I didn't understand something and I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm mature enough. I'm very educated. I'm trained to lead many people, where I have to analyze to know people's what they are thinking, what they are doing and everything with little information. Where I knew that that lady did that intentionally because she might look at me, who is this black guy who have such a good insurance, who is here, he's feeling pain in his back, he didn't just live with it, he didn't just accept it, he come to feel good about himself. Did you know that I heard that black women, when they are pregnant, they see the gynecology, OBGYN people, and they are doctors, they are white most of the time. Do you know that it has been noticed that they give less attention to the complaint and the pain of the black women than they do for the white people, because they believe you are just an animal. You can take the pain. You, the black person, you are an animal. You can take the pain. If you feel pain, it's okay. But if it's the same pregnant woman but white, when they give a little complaint, they take it into consideration. They give them the appropriate medication to make them feel as much comfortable as people. Who are you? Who are you? Are you a human being? You're supposed to be a creator of God on earth. You're not supposed to be a demonic person, a demon-inhabited person, where your mind and your behavior and your desire are inspired by demonic forces to give hard time to your fellow human being. You're not supposed to be that. Some people say, oh, come on, it's not true. Or because they will bring some few examples where white people treat black people, but statistics have proven that. Do you know that in America, they say black children are more likely to die during childbirth? How do you say? Like 20% or 30% more than white children? Meaning the care they will take for the white woman in pregnant and in labor and during delivery and all that, they do lesser work for the black women. Why? Have they seen? Have they do anything? Just because of the color of the skin? Who are you? Who are you? I don't want to call anybody my wife. I don't want to call anybody my friend. I don't want even to call anybody my boss. That I know that the person just wake up and just cook on the inside of them evil desire to put a human being down, to find a way to destroy a fellow human being who have not done anything to them. I'm saying again, I'm not saying that if somebody does something bad, you should not give the proper punishment. But what punishment will you give to your kind, and what punishment will you give to the other person? No, I can't believe it. And we want to just behave as if it's something in the past now. And when Trump came to power, yes, I need to go there. When Trump came to power, who seemed to resurrect the racism that exists in all time, you see more people that you thought they were converted. You see more people that you thought they have grown out of that racist tendencies. You see them rises more because Trump wanted the white to dominate the black. He talk about he missed the old good days where they can beat a black person and all that. You see more racist people rise up more than before. And you think it's just normal like that? What is it in you? You need deliverance, man. You need Jesus and you need deliverance. I say that. If you just wake up and let me give you an example. In Virginia, I don't live in Virginia anymore. I was walking somewhere. I was new to the place, and the people were there before. They told me, say, that white lady, she said, a little older lady, she said, you see that white lady? Don't associate with her. Because they saw me, I greeted everybody. She said hi, I say hi. I talked to her, she talked to me and all that, because I knew. I don't know who you like to be friendly or not friendly. So the people saw me talking to her a lot, and I know that most people don't talk to her. And some people approach me and say, don't approach that lady. The white lady, I'm telling you. Up to today, I call her my mother, my American mother. That's how close I love to be I love to be with her. I call her my American mother, and she love it. We go eat and all that. Now I'm no longer in Virginia, but we keep in touch. So they told me not to approach. I said, why? Why you don't want me to talk to her? They said because she have a lot of allergies. I said, okay, if she have allergies, she's an older person. I'm not saying she's old. You know, you understand. Women are sensitive when you say they're old. But when you're advancing age, that's all I mean. The older you get it, the more you have problem. All of us, right? Nobody just get old and 70, 80 and just stay the same as if they were 20 or 30. No. So it's okay. If she have allergies, we need to pray that we don't get allergies too when we get to her age. Or because we don't know what might come to us. Or we need to be nice to her so God can have mercy on us so we don't get things she got. If the person has something and you are mean to the person, you don't know what yours gonna be tomorrow. You'll be like that. You don't know. So I'm like, okay, if she have allergy, because of allergy that she has, the allergies are not contagious. And the people's complaining, they say they have to make a lot of adjustment because of her, which is right in America. In America, everybody have rights. If one person in the workplace have an allergy to something, they will tell you not to use that thing, like perfume or something that can resurrect or that can make the allergy to come in the person. They will tell all of you there that, hey, this person have allergy. Everybody have to feel good. Everybody have to feel welcome in America, especially in America. It should be everywhere. So they know that they cannot spray perfume. They cannot bring some stuff that will make her allergy to flare up. Because of that, they hate this lady. And I said, no, this is crazy. If the lady is not a mean lady, she's not a terrible lady. Remember, she's a white lady now, older than me. She can be my mother. She have a child as old, like my age. So she didn't do anything wrong. And I would just classify her aside because she have allergies. Or people because she complained. She complained because what you're doing will make her sick. And she have a right in the workplace to feel better about herself, and you guys shouldn't do anything that will make her sick. So people, the thing people were intentional to come and spray something that will flare her allergy, some deodorant or whatever. I didn't catch them doing, but they just hated her that much like that. So she would complain that, hey, she smelled this, and they would come and tell people, hey, does anybody use it? Don't smell that, don't spray that because she's usually allergic to it. And they just hate her. I said no to that. And the people who say that to me, they watch me get closer to her and closer to her. We go eat when I was in Virginia. I call her my American mother. We are close. I met her son. I met her husband. We are close till today. She's white and I'm black. I've never treated her for 1 second bad because she's white and I'm black. She never treated me for 1 second bad because I'm black. Because we see the behavior. We see that the person is nice. And I'm nice back. I see her as a human being. She sees me as a human being. People, what has possessed us? You say, what are you getting with that? I'm trying to tell you that evil feeling for you to just mistreat your human being. The person deserves a promotion. You don't want to give the promotion. The person deserves you to push them forward. You want to pull them down. The person deserves to be higher up there. You do everything to pull them down. You want to destroy. Whatever you know, if you give it to the person will go higher. You don't want to do that. I'm trying to tell you that you need to feel bad as a human being if you feel like that. When you have power and you want to use that power to oppress somebody because you know that, yeah, I can use the power here. I'm in charge. When they give you power, how do you use your power? Say, yeah, because I'm this, and then you just use it entirely without any reservation because you can. You're not the last person on earth to be powerful. You don't know tomorrow. You might lose that job tomorrow. Somebody can oppress you too. Or something can happen. Somebody else will oppress you. My goodness, we need deliverance. If you just see a fellow human being and all you thinking about how to hurt them, something is wrong with you. That's all I'm saying. I hope this touch you so we can create a better world, a better society where we don't treat people because they intimidate us, either by the physical difference or by something. Somehow we just don't nourish those evil feelings when they start. Crush them down, say no, and resist it and fight it off your life rather than nourishing it. My goodness. Be a human being. Don't be a demonic being. Hey, black or white, even in the same race, sometimes we can be our worst enemies. In the same race. It doesn't have to be black and white. Like I'm saying, when you have power over somebody, you can get away from something. You know that, oh, you can do this and hurt the person. Nobody will know. How do you use that? You think you're a human being when you yield to that? No, you don't have conscience. Something is wrong with you. Demonic. Repent and get deliverance. Yes, I say that. Either you are Christian or not Christian, you need deliverance somehow. So those feelings can stop coming in you and you feeling it. How do you even live like that anyway? So you like in a workplace, you're just thinking, how can I hurt this girl? How can I hurt that guy? Yeah, and when he does it, I'll do this. When he does it. So you don't have time to learn your job. You don't have time to face your life. You just have time to develop strategies to hurt the other person who has not done anything to you. Or you just prepare that, oh, when he does this, oh, I will bring the punishment of this. When the person does this, because I have power, I will bring the punishment of this. Or you are a judge. The person come in your court, and you know the court say you can punish the person between 6 months and 10 years. And what the person does, you give them 10 years. Because he's not the type, the kind that you like. But the kind that you like, who will do the same thing, you give 6 months. Something is wrong with you. We need to create a better society than this. Thank you.